Okay, I hope you guys can hear me when I record this. Excuse my but I was watching Queen Cup's video the other day. Shout out to her. She's such a beautiful, beautiful angel, earth angel. Shout out to her. And the Grits and Eggs podcast interview with Justin Scott. They both, their energies and their words kind of like tie together very well. But what she said that I heard last night was I think very true, is that because I saw myself in her words, and it was like, as a woman, I project my definition of a man onto men and see my through my eyes their potential to be great, from my willingness to put in the effort so much to the point where they don't do it at all, or they do the bare minimum. And then it's like there's a disillusionment when you wake up and realize that it was never going to be like that, and it was never like that in the first place. And that men do that to women as well. As I was sitting here thinking about a particular man that I know who is very, handsome, well off, very intelligent, but projecting his feminine nature onto women. And it's like, how can he not see that he giving his all to these women who don't see him clearly? And it's because he's projecting his feminine energy onto them, wanting them to be this vision of femininity or a woman that he wants, because he's able to be so tuned in and tapped into his divine feminine energy, where it's casting a whole illusion over the women that he was giving his energy to. And then he has to go through the disillusionment of realizing that that woman was never ever a divine feminine that's compatible with his divine masculinity, as far as man and woman goes, because we both have masculine and feminine within us. And hoping that we all kind of wake up to that now, with all this Aries energy going on, with being able to see ourselves clearly for the good and the parts that we could do better in. And one of those was very key for me, because I do have I would say I used to have a habit I used to have a habit of projecting my masculinity onto people, and being a strong double Leo with just a lot of, my big three is all masculine energy.
In a quarter mile, turn right on Shane.
So it's very easy for me to project on to a man what I think a man should be or can be, because I'm willing to put the work in as if they're doing it, and they weren't. So with this Jupiter return I'm going through, which is opposing my my Capricorn placements, I feel like it's giving me an opportunity to be more into my divine feminine energy, as far as being a physical woman goes, and enjoying that a little bit more. Like, enjoy being a woman instead of always, I never saw myself as trying to be a man. I never saw myself as wanting to be a man. I do admire men. I feel like men are very important, a part of our life and our ecosystem, to be alive and well. However, the toxic masculinity is manipulation, control, in order to control the feminine. I think that's the toxic masculinity, is trying to control femininity. And toxic feminine energy is trying to control masculinity. And the control is not to empower or ignite an authentic presentation of oneself, but it's toxic because the manipulation or alchemy is for selfish gain, and there's deceit involved. And if I'm projecting my masculine energy onto a man that's not doing nothing for me, but I'm doing everything for them, they take that energy and just ride and coast in it. They're not gonna correct you, or they're not gonna say to me like, hey, I think you're doing too much, remember this, that, and the third. They're gonna take it in stride and boost their ego and attract more women with my energy. But once that disillusionment happens, the detachment, the discontinuing of my energy stops. And then they have to find that within themselves without me, or find another person to do what I did. And more than likely, where we are in society right now on an astrological, spiritual, just energetic level overall, I think it's gonna be really hard to do moving forward. So that's all I have for now. I'm in the middle of my work day, but that was just something that was on my mind. I wanted to record and get off my chest. So yeah, peace.